Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to another Gungeon. Magazine rack and chaff grenade. Whoops! Can I actually... Okay, cool. That's the, what's that called? Tutorial! I don't want to do the tutorial! Aww. I remember this guy. Long time since a shooter like you. Alright, there were these guys! Looks like you finished. Oh. Yeah, I'm bad. I completely forgot about those existing. I believe that's just the guy who can teleport, so... Like, if you really wanted practice on a level. And then we have... D20 guy. It's you again. Do you not remember? I am Daisuke! Acolyte of Icosahedrox. May he of many sides smile upon you. Now on business, are you finding your time with the Gungeon a little too predictable? Finding it too easy? No. All these are challenge runs. I believe. I don't know if it's just going to be, like, natively unlocking things, or what. But, let's just play the game. I mean, you know, if nothing else, this is a fun game. So. I am particularly fond of fun games. As you'll know by my massive... history with only the best games. You know, that really sounded like I was going somewhere more with that. I didn't. I didn't have anything else to go. Cool. Oh, that might be one of the achievements I don't have. I think there's one for killing X number of enemies with, chandeliers. I can't believe I almost forgot that word. One of my favorite songs is literally about chandeliers. And the capacity to swing. Sure, why not? We got a key anyway. So that's cool. Just those two guns. It's called Chandelier. Like the song's name is just Chandelier. This has a charge shot, right? Okay, so you can just slide over. Could you do that before? I legitimately don't remember. Oh no, I can't go. Well, I mean, maybe I should be worried about it. Oh. About going to the secret room, but not yet. We're still very new in our Gungeoning. If I remember correctly, I don't like this gun. The alien gun. And when I say I don't like it, I mean maybe literally any gun in the game is better than the starter pistol for this character. I don't mind. I think I like every character's starter pistol more than this the pilot's pistol. Alright. I'm sad to admit that it has been several days again since I've played. I mean, I've done a... No, don't trust myself. I've done a terrible job of getting these episodes out on time. So, you know, I'm sure you guys have figured out. I don't trust it. That one I probably could have gotten just fine. But, you know. I was gonna say better safe than sorry, but then I ruined it. I mean, I've been playing games with controllers a lot recently, so I'm not as up-to-date as I'd like to be. Cold 45 and 2 zigzag. Baby, there's all I need. We can go to the park after dark. Get some frozen ice cream. Also, the charge-ness of this gun keeps messing me up, so I just want to keep charging it. It's... I mean, I don't know if I can really say the charge shot is bad. Because it doesn't seem terrible. Maybe I should just be treating this like a charge weapon. Oops. Missed. Oh! Here's a question! Question of the day! Eat fire, nerd. How's that for question of the day? Eat fire, nerd. But, for question of the day, which I don't do all that often. I don't do as often as I'd like to. But, how many of you go to bars? And, I don't know, tell me a little bit about your experiences with bars. I really like the show Bar Rescue. It's a very entertaining show. The John Taffer, the host of the show, goes into failing bars, and as the name may dictate, rescues them, or at least tries to. Oh, okay, so this is here too. The member. Member? Membrane. As soon as I said member, that didn't sound right. And just like some of the mentality of the... Alright, how many... He went down in one shot. Okay, so one shot powered up is like the strength of 5. Hazard to your health. That is, makes you look cool, I think. I think just having them on your person does that. I'll buy an extra key. Oops. Oh, I thought that was supposed to be a passive. Because I already got a gun. No, that's only... That's... I don't know. I think if you haven't gotten a gun, the boss fight will always be a gun. I don't know. Anyway, so, I like the show Bar Rescue. And... like, some of the mentalities there are atrocious for, like, the bartenders. I am amazing. So I was curious to hear, like, other people's retelling of things. Or their own experiences with it. Say what you will. I'm not a fan of the tipping process. This is not because I'm cheap. I do tip. I don't like the tipping process. I think I've only not tipped like once or twice, because, like, you know, if service is that bad, I'm not gonna tip. And I'm talking bad. Like, I know there's a certain degree to do not blame your server. Because, pro tip, for anyone who doesn't know this, your server doesn't cook your food. That's the cook's job. But, okay, I'm definitely opening this. What's this? It's just a rat note. The server, a lot of the time, get your drink. When they can't get your... Oh, it's this dude. When the server can't get your drink right, like, the 10th time, literally 4 drinks wrong. Food was not brought out on time. Like, food was ice cold, and that, a lot of the time, can be the server's fault. I tried to be very forgiving for things like that, but... Oh, this isn't a boss. There's also a certain amount of, like, owning up to it they have to do. Armor every floor. Awesome. I can't remember where it was. But, like, rude. Struggled to, like, take orders. Like, they were just out of it. Like, hardcore out of it. Just not paying any attention. And I didn't tip him. And I was very confident I would stand by that every single day. Like, the 2-ish times I haven't tipped. My argument... The room unlocked. Cool. So what I was trying to say is... Or, like, about tipping, is... Do you tip your bartenders? I'm just not much into the gratuity thing. Granted, I'm poor. Like, I'm very poor. So, I know people argue if you're gonna, if you have enough money to go out to eat, you have enough money to tip. No, you can't tell me how to spend my money. That's like saying, like, as a streamer or YouTuber, if I'm like, if you have money to eat out tonight, you have enough money to, donate to my Patreon. And I'm not trying to get anyone to give me anything here, but the one thing I'll say is, a waitress picked her job, and I know that there's, like, a certain degree of, you know, I don't want anyone to not make that much money. I'm not tipping you 20, 30, 40%. Find a new job if you want that. Like, I usually tip 10 to... Okay, actually, like, literally, I just like to round numbers up, but I never tip below 10%. I don't tip delivery boys, though. And I got a lot of hate from that, from a couple people. My explanation on it is... Oh, wait. If it's raining, snowing, bad weather, I will tip a delivery boy. A delivery person, whatever. But if they're just delivering my food, I don't tip. Reason being is around here, I was told, because there was like a job opening, and I was looking into it for someone, and they told me that the delivery guys got compensated on gas. This was like Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut, Domino's, or Papa John's. I don't remember which one. And the guy told me that he got compensated. Oops. He got compensated on his driving. No gun muncher. He got... No, he didn't get compensated on time, but he was getting paid the whole time, so you don't need to be compensated on time. So he didn't get great mileage. I think it was like 30 cents a mile or something, and he got paid $9 an hour. At the time, that was minimum wage here. Minimum wage has gone up. Don't be deceived. Minimum wage is $11 an hour, and as of 2020, it is $12 an hour. Don't be deceived. That still can't afford a like one-bedroom apartment. So while that sounds like a lot, don't be deceived. Here in buttfuck nowhere, we don't want people to have money. Yeah, but so... I don't really want a gray chest, so I'll just take that 50-50. Huh! I didn't know they could explode. So... it was like, I had to pay like $3 to $5 more for, the food anyway, so I don't tip. I forgot this guy's patterns entirely. That's totally on me. I just completely forgot what his attack patterns were. Yeah, okay, you can destroy those. So I don't tip delivery drivers. But then I was told that delivery drivers make waitress wage. And I'm going to die. No! Comments! Please don't kill me! Oh my god. That's hilarious. I'm talking about not tipping, and then I'm gonna die. And not even just be crucified in the comments. I should have stuck with this gun from the start. This is a good gun. Okay, good. Yeah, so... Cast iron. Okay, cool. Where was that heart? Down here. Yeah, so I didn't tip them, and I brought it up to other people, and I just got, like, the nasty, you're cheap, because I've worked in the industry, and I know this, and if they work there, they should know more than me. But I don't know. How do you guys feel about tipping and waitresses and bars? Mostly bars, though. That's what I'm really asking about. And would you be willing to tip non-already tip jobs? Weird way of putting it, but, like, would you tip someone... would you tip your hairdresser? Like, non-food industry, would you tip them? Because I know the argument a lot of the time is, if you didn't have to tip your waiter or waitress, I guess I could just say server, but if you didn't have to tip your server, the food would be more expensive. Isn't the food the same price? And, I knew someone who used to do, waitressing, and she made a lot of money. Like, a lot of money. Like, in comparison, obviously I'm not trying to say she was, like, rich, but, what she took home from being a waitress was like $18 an hour, and she didn't work at a high establishment. And then she ran her mouth at me because I'm unfair with my 15% tip. Even though I usually pay card for, like, everything, I look at, like, the bill, and if it's, like, oh, let's say it's a $21.15, I'll use, that bill, I think I would do $2.85. If they gave me, like, standard service. I'd tip, like, $2.85, so it'd be $24. That's usually how I tip. I look at it, and half the time I just round up. Like, even if it was $19.01, I would round it up to the next dollar a lot of the time, if they were even halfway decent. Just, that's how I like my bills. I like it when they're even. What's broccoli, dude? It says makes you strong. Broccoli is an edible green plant that carries... Ah, makes you strong. Just pass it. Okay. I don't know what that is, but I got it. Oh, and my waitress friend refused to pay any taxes on her tips, which I don't remember if you're supposed to or not, so I will hold that. And also the waitresses here got a raise when the minimum wage went up, and then demanded their wage be knocked back down. Because people knew they got a raise. and didn't tip them as much. The specific numbers I could be wrong about. Because I'll admit, I've only done private gigs as a waiter, but it was 3 waitresses made $3.25, and then overnight went to $5.25. Hey, Mittens. Normal, or what's it called? Regular minimum wage went from $7.50 to $9. So they... Can I fall down here? So they like, did something to have their wage knocked back down. I think it was, like, waitress strike, or I don't remember exactly what it was, but they, like, got their wage knocked back down. Because... Anomalous fountain filled with blood, it isn't... people are just tipping less. So, I don't know. That... I know there's a certain degree to waiters and waitresses, and I've talked to a couple of them. I've gotten a lot of feedback on it. It's almost exclusively, you're a scummy asshole. Even though I tip. I just don't agree with the system. I want waiters and waitresses to make, like, the same wage as all workers do. But then people argue that then they wouldn't be nice. As a cashier, if I'm not nice, I get fired. As a, well, I was gonna say janitor, but janitors typically have less interactions with the public. But as a stock boy, as whatever, you still have to be nice to customers. So, if that's your defense, maybe you're just a shitty person. Is this based off the Pokemon? Only usable for a brief period of time after successfully dodging a bullet. Used to counter with a blank. Okay. That could be really strong. Or, I mean, I'm sorry, not a shitty person, a shitty worker. I don't want to actually throw shade at your actual character. Thanks. I don't want the lockpick anyway. But maybe your integrity is what's, like, actually at stake. Or, maybe your integrity is what's in question, not your... Trying to think of how to put it nicely, but... I'll be a shitty person. And if the only reason that you can do your job halfway decently is if you're getting paid extra, ah, shit. I was relying too much on this. But, yeah. I don't know. Well, thank you for coming to my TED Talk about tipping. I'd appreciate to get your feedback on it. I'm always curious to hear, like, how people feel about tipping. It's something I feel very strong about, but also am not so prideful that I try to, like, actually take actions into my own hands. Because waiters and waitresses and people in the service industry aren't the ones who set up the dumb tipping rules. I think this is better. So I'm not gonna actually take it out on them. Glad I didn't need that heart, but I'm still pretty glad about it. Because they're just innocent workers. How you guys doing? You done listening to me talk about that? So in Enter the Gungeon, we made it to the 4th floor again. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I feel like this run, like, has been terrible weapon-wise. Play-wise has been mediocre. Oh. That's my boss killer. I need some more gun. Oh my goodness. No, I have to at least get the topic somewhat off of that. Uh-oh. Sekiro. Yeah, how about that Sekiro? Game don't work. Ah, shit. Well, I hope you appreciated my TED Talk. Leave me comments down below. Have a good one.